Beautiful day on the coast of Florida, Emily was on a cruise to Puerto Rico. She was thinking of a fun-filled trip of snorkeling and lying in the sun. She was so excited because it had just been her birthday and she had gotten an aquamarine necklace that sparkled in the sun. About 4 hours into the cruise, Emily was lying in the sun reading her blue and gold book. Then suddenly the ship hit a big rock and water started to rush into the ship. Emily panicked and ran to find her parents. When she found them, they said that they had to get off the ship, so Emily decided to surf on her wakeboard to the nearest island. While surfing to the island, she hit a rock and it broke her board. Emily was suddenly stuck in the middle of a 20-foot wave. But then she saw an eagle and she felt like she could get through it. When she woke up, her parents were looking at her. Her parents were so grateful that she had woken up. When Emily got dried off, she asked her parents if they had any food, but her parents didn't. Then she remembered she had some hot tamales in her pocket. While she was eating, she asked her parents what had happened. They had told her the ship had sunk and they had been stranded on the island. After she was done eating, she told her parents that she wanted to get off the island. So they went off to find material to make a raft. When everybody got back, her dad found a drumstick, her mom dragged a Dance Dance Revolution floor pad, and Emily found a credit card. While building the raft, Emily found a saw. When they were finished, Emily was nervous that the raft might sink, and she wished that she could run really fast over the water and get home safely. When they were ready to go, Emily noticed a big tear in the back of her shirt, so she put on a pink shirt that she had found. When she was walking to the raft, she cut her foot, so she put her mom's extra pair of track shoes on. Then before Emily left, she grabbed her Lincoln hat and her mash sheets that made her feel honest and smart. When they left, a local fisherman picked them up and took them back to Florida to get them on a plane back to Minnesota safely. Imagine that you are in the middle of Africa and you see a young lion walking up a narrow rock to become king. He has no idea how hard it is to be king, but he still walks proudly and is confident that everything is going to be alright. When he gets to the top of the rock, all the animals bow and his job for the kingdom is made as he lets out a big roar. Then he becomes king of the land. The Lion King by Sarah E. Heller. Mufasa and Sarabi were proud parents. The herds all bowed as Rafiki the baboon held their cub high, welcoming him to the circle of life. I was first in line to be king until that little hairball was born, said Mufasa's brother Scar. Simba was unaware of his uncle's feelings toward him. One day he even bragged to his uncle that he was going to rule the whole kingdom. Scar smiled slyly. He asked if Simba knew of the shadowy place. That's beyond our borders, Simba remembered. Only the bravest lions go there, Scar told him. Simba was excited. I'm brave, he thought. He was best. With his best friend, Nala, he conspired to lose their watchful guardian, Zazu, and made a journey to the Forbidden Land. I just can't wait to become king, Simba sang happily as they approached the elephant graveyard. However, when the hyenas began to chase the cubs, Simba realized that not all animals honored him as the future king. Simba tried to be brave like his father. He stood his ground and let out a big roar. Suddenly, Mufasa's voice drowned out his own, and the great lion rescued the cubs. Simba walked in his father's footsteps, feeling very small. He knew he had done a big mistake and realized how much he needed his father. We'll always be together, right? He asked. Mufasa looked toward the sky. The great kings of the past have down from us from the stars, he told Simba. They all will always guide you, and so will I. Meanwhile, Scar was plotting with the hyenas, still determined to make himself king, and made a deal with the hungry animals. Fortunately, Scar's plan was not completely successful. Although Mufasa was killed, Simba escaped from the hyenas through running through a forest of thorns. Hurt and exhausted, the young lion cub was rescued by a warthog Pumbaa and a meerkat called Timon. The two friends helped Simba forget all his troubles in the jungle. Hakuna Matata, they sang. It means no worries. Soon Simba, adopted by Timon and Pumbaa, they taught him how to eat bugs, swim in the river, and play all day. The young cub grew into a strong lion. One day, Nala came to hunt in the jungle. When Simba heard Pumbaa call out for help, he charged at the lioness. Quickly, she flipped him on his back, the way she had when they wrestled as cubs. Nala? He asked in surprise. Surprise. Simba? She exclaimed, "You're alive! That means you're the king!" As they walked in the moonlight, Simba felt confused. Seeing Nala again brought great joy, but also painful memories. Simba felt guilty for his father's death, and Nala could tell that he was troubled. They stopped to drink at the pond and gazed at each other thoughtfully. Not ready to answer the difficult question, Simba pulled the beautiful lioness playfully into the water, and then they chased her down the hill. Still, he would not return to Pride Rock. Nala tried to tell him that Scar and the hyenas destroyed their food. There's no food, no water. Simba, if you don't come do something, everyone will starve. In frustration, Simba ran away. I can't go back, he thought. Then Simba heard a strange sound. Old Rafiki appeared. Who are you? Simba asked. The wise baboon led him to the pool. The question is, who are you? Asked as Simba saw his reflection in the water. The lion saw how much he resembled Mufasa. He lives in you, cried Rafiki. When the wind changed, Mufasa's image appeared among the stars. Remember who you are, he told Simba. You are my son and the one true king. Understanding what he must do, Simba raced back to challenge his uncle. Step down, Scar, he roared. To battle, the lioness overtook the hyenas. Using the trick that Nala had taught him, Simba flipped the evil lion off over the cliff. Then with a great roar, he reclaimed the land. Nala and the lioness echoed his call. From that time on, Simba ruled the Pride lands justly, respecting all creatures that returned to the kingdom. Learn from your mistakes. That's what my dad says. I think if you don't have mistakes, you'll never get better at what you're trying to do. If the Wright brothers or Thomas Edison didn't learn from their mistakes, we probably wouldn't have an airplane or a light bulb today. When you learn from your mistakes, you will get success. Through sports, school, and fun activities, I have gotten a lot of success and stuff I need to work on. But at least I still have fun doing it. In sports, in the winter, in the summer, I like to do golf. I have a set of tailor-made golf clubs, and the best I've ever done on a par 3 is I've gotten a birdie. And sometimes me and my dad go to the driving range and practice hitting some golf balls. I bet I could say I could hit about 170 yards with my driver, but I still need to learn to bend my knees and not hit the top of the golf ball. In the winter, I like to go skiing. I like going fast down the hills, and I like going down the half pipe. I just did that last time, but I didn't go too fast because it was icy. And on the terrain park, I just went off the tabletop and I accidentally cleared it because I was going too fast. In wrestling, we run a lot in the beginning to get us fired up for the rest of the practice. We wear headgear, a singlet, and shoes. The singlet is skin tight, so the guy you're facing can't pull you down. My favorite part about wrestling is probably the matches and the tournaments. Even though I don't win in tournaments, I still have fun doing it. Even though I do sports, I have to do school. In Spanish, on our trimester 1 test, I got a 68 out of 70. That made me feel good because I'm not that good in Spanish. And pronouncing the words, I need to work on that too because I'm not good at pronouncing and learning what they mean. In swimming, I just learned to do a flip off the diving board. And probably my best stroke is the elementary backstroke because I like that one the most. In art, we just finished our mugs. I got an A on that, and that made me feel good because I'm not that good in art. And then we just drew a line. We had to draw a picture of an animal and a fish. I drew a lion, and then the fish was with watercolors. We had to go from darker to lighter to get a good grade. And then in reading, I'm reading more, and I'm going to get to the goal of the 750 pages. So, school sometimes gets boring, so I have to have some fun. When we go to my grandma's house in Florida, I like to boogie board. I like going on the big waves and going really fast. Right now, I'm learning guitar, and I just got a new guitar, a Les Paul, and it's red. And I'm taking lessons at Schmidt Music, and I'm learning songs from AC/DC and Guns N' Roses. Last summer, me and my mom just did a 75-mile race on rollerblades. After the first day, my feet hurt so bad. Then the second day, it was raining, and that made it worse, so I just stopped, and my dad picked us up. In my basement, I'm lifting weights for wrestling. I do that about a half an hour with my dad or mom. And then sometimes after school, I like to play my GameCube. And I like beating the games. That just feels good. Well, I might have some mistakes in my life, but I feel good about what I'm trying to accomplish. So learn from your mistakes and you will get success.
And I want you to
I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life. I don't know what about you, but I don't really want to find out right now. But maybe my future is bright because my parents, deceased people, and people from the Army will teach me to have a great future. To get all my goals in life, I need to try harder. My mom and dad will make sure of that. In school, they make me try my hardest, and they're proud if I have tried. In math, I went from a U to an A, and they were proud of that. In sports, they support me in anything I do, and they're proud even though I lose. They always tell me to never give up. And even though I ended basketball to do wrestling, they still support me. When I grew up, they said for a job to pick something you like. It doesn't matter how much money you make, because if you want to have fun. My parents have taught me how to live my life. First, every person that is dead has taught me something different. In living, you can't live forever, so you might as well take care of your body and make the best of your life and don't get mad. With my friends, you gotta be nice and share life with them and make good memories. You also got to be smarter and make better choices and save up money and not get it right when you earn it. Learning from dead people is kind of scary, but there are still people from any army or any war that I can learn from. They have taught me courage and to not be afraid of the things I am afraid of and to be strong. It has also taught me to be a leader and to make the right choices and be a team of the people I am working with. Also, they have taught me to never forget loved ones and keep them forever. Thanks to all those people, I hope I will have a great future. So make the best of your life and you will have a happy life.